when we did this project, Oscar, who's been with me for 4 years full time, he was an intern at the time.
Yeah.
And actually a big Tori Kelly fan.
Yeah.
And so I looked at Oscar and I was just like, man, like, do you think you could, have you ever worked in SketchUp before? Have you done any renderings? And he's like, no, but I'll learn, and he's an engineer by degree and he likes to just go in and problem solve. And so I apologize to Oscar. He does, the renderings he does now are ridiculous, and we actually will show some a little bit later, but this is his first one that he did in SketchUp, and this is before we did any kind of,
but look at that.
Basically we had an idea of these hexagon panels for Tori's room, and they were more expensive than rectangular panels.
Sure.
But we thought it would look really cool in there. And Tori couldn't she couldn't visualize it in her head. She's like, man, I just don't know if I want to do this. So that's why we turned to the rendering and trying to show her a little bit of what was going on. And we started off here more of a kind of a wireframe drawing. And then it evolved to a little bit more photorealistic, had some of the sunlight coming in from the sliding glass door. And then we changed it again once she arrived at color scheme that she wanted. So it was more of a gray and blue and white and just try to the first color scheme we put out there was like the yellow, and she was like, I don't really like that, but she gave us direction and we tailored it. And then once she saw this, she's like, I get it now. Like I see why going from just rectangular panels to these hexagons are going to make a difference.
That's why I love renders like this.
Yeah,
you can just make quick decisions.
It's a big part of our process these days. It's like it's hard to even design a studio without them anymore.
Do you think you do renders for every studio?
Pretty much.
Wow.
There's even some projects that we've done them where it's just like it wasn't really in our scope, but just to get our heads around it, it helps us a lot. So after we got a whole design put together, it's not something I do often, but I flew out there with you and
you did.
to install everything.
Yeah, you did.
Do some labor on this project. But for Tori, I just wanted it to be perfect.
No, you wanted to come hang out
with you or Tori?
Remember? No, with me. You wanted
I don't remember it that way.
Yeah, you did. We went to dinner
with Tori. Yeah,
we went to a concert
with Tori and Andre. Yeah, I remember that part. No, it was cool to hang out. It was cool to hang out. And honestly, I needed you because one of the things we needed to measure where the lights were in the room, and so this is. I mean, it's very accurate here. You're holding up a soft-shelled guitar case of Tori's, so that I could shoot a laser distance finder. And that's Tori's husband, Andre, there helping out as well.
You don't know what I was doing.
Well, you're enjoying it. You're definitely enjoying it because look at the smile on your face.
Dre said a funny joke. That's what it was.
Okay, your memory's a little off, but it's fine. You helped me with this. We got the positions of the lights. We just wanted to ensure with those hexagons, they have to fit perfectly. And once you place the first one, everything feeds off of it. And I just wanted to make sure that the dimensions were correct. So we started that off. One of the things, all the panels were provided from Acoustical Fulfillment.
Yeah.
And the crate was actually something that was very impressive as far as how it was all packed.
I remember taking that apart.
Yeah, we took it apart, and this is the overall crate. It got delivered, and then inside of it, like all of the panels, all the hexagons and the diffusers and things like that are all individually kind of wrapped and spaced. You can kind of see here there's cardboard dividers because ensuring that the last thing that you want to happen is that you get a shipment and then everything's damaged or something like that, because you're waiting sometimes 6 to 10 weeks to get these products in, and then especially if I'm flying out there to install them, you want it to be right. So the crate they built was awesome. All the materials were there. I remember it was in their garage, which was like two floors above where the studio was, so we had to carry everything down and kind of get started. And all of it really hinged on that first panel on that front wall. I spent, probably more time on that one panel than I did most of the other panels.
Perfectionist.
That's what I do.